Happy Hour starts live in less than 10 minutes. Stand by.
In your heart, you know you like them. And now, something completely different.
Oh, yeah. We all know that Dana White is a woman beater. He's a moron. He makes all men look bad. Remember when he was attacking his wife? He got pressed about it by the Breakfast Club.
On camera.
It's happened.
Oh, it's happened?
Oh, God.
And that's why you
I wonder would they have been treated the same way?
You know what's funny is that...
What's so funny about this situation, Dana?
It's not funny, but I used to say that you don't recover from those. Those are
Unless you're on the UFC.
those are ones you don't recover from.
Mm-hmm. But you did.
I did.
Do you think being the boss protected you from consequences that employees?
Of course it did, Dana. You scumbag. You look like a real-life penis with your stupid bald head. Put on a baseball cap.
The athlete?
No, definitely not.
No, definitely, Dana. Come on.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You made the choice publicly not to excuse yourself from the brand. You
chose publicly to not what?
To excuse yourself or give yourself
Like
a...
nobody
You said,
can fire you.
yeah, like,
Well, listen,
Listen, I got money to make, and I'm working with a bunch of woman beaters as it is. They don't care.
board of directors. There's there's other people that are involved that could have pushed for that.
It's all about the money.
But yeah, I think that
He is not used to being asked about this. He's used to all the Logan Paul podcasts, kissing his ass.
and obviously they think too, it would have hurt the company more if I did step away.
And then you've disciplined fighters for public behavior that was unbecoming to the
Hell yeah, Sean.
company before, right?
Well, I mean, I'm probably the most lenient,
Yeah, because you do it in real life, you scumbag.
most lenient guy in sports when it comes to dealing with
Beating up women, because you don't care. You don't have any morals.
whether it's free speech or
Beating up women.
bad things that happen. And I'm in the fight business. It's not like I run Microsoft.
He's telling us that it's okay to beat up a woman because he's in the fight business. You're a loser.
You know what I mean?
So what standard did you hold yourself to in that moment?
Yeah, listen, obviously that's not what it was.
What is it, Dana? You're always the man of the room. You always know what to say. Right now, you got nothing to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's as bad as it could get. I mean, I hold myself to
what standard? Of getting away with beating up women, you moron?
never in a million years think that was going to happen. And I say this all the time.
What?
Nobody knows you better than your kids do.
Mm-hmm. And they think you're a failure.
And, your kids, whoever you really are, your kids see it.
Mm-hmm.
They hear it.
And they know that daddy's a moron and he's stupid. I would not want him as a father. Oh, yeah! I have no sympathy for the girls that went to the Playboy Mansion. You knew what you were doing. You loved the cloud, and now you want to be a victim. Shut up. Here's Holly Madison on the podcast with Kristen Cavallari talking about what it was like having sex with Hugh Hefner. How does it feel then without the man? You got nothing to talk about.
Were all of the girls in the house girlfriends, or were some of them just, I guess, playmates? Or
all the girls who lived in the house were girlfriends. Girls would stay in the guest house if they were like out testing for Playmate or shooting their pictorials.
Oh yeah, let's test it down here. I'll pull down my pants.
Or working for Playboy, and rarely somebody would like get one of the rooms upstairs for a short amount of time if they were like a friend staying or
Bill Cosby.
coming for the parties. But if anybody lived there for an extended period of time while I was there, they were a girlfriend.
they were a girlfriend. Yeah. And you've openly talked about the group sex that you guys had to have.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what you're there for. You ain't there to be his accountant.
So explain that whole scene to me. So that's all of the girlfriends and Hef?
Yeah, kind of like taking turns, and then the girls who weren't active with him were kind of like acting like they were active with the other girls, but not really. It would be like kind of silhouetted because he'd have like these giant screens of like porn going.
Oh my God.
And it would be just girls like talking shit with each other, and it was
You're a whore! No, you're a whore!
a really weird scene, and nobody liked it, and everybody tried to just get it done as fast as possible.
He's 80. It took him a minute.
Oh my. So it's like literally like, okay, your turn.
Yeah.
For like.
I'm sure Holly Madison was so good and bad. Shut up.
2 minutes with him,
Yeah.
and then next girl. That is so wild to me.
I don't feel bad for you. You guys signed a contract. You know what you're signing up for, but no, you're a victim. Shut up.
Yeah.
And so as the main girlfriend, are you first? Are you last? Like, what does that look like?
There wasn't really order necessarily. Like, it was kind of the same every night, but kind of not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one night I might put in a little bit of effort. The next night I'm putting in no effort.
So it was just like, ugh.
Just like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's how all your exes feel about you, Kristen. Here we go.
Part of the job.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a job. You know what you were signing up for? Shut up. Oh, yeah. You know what this is? Nationally syndicated shows like Free Beer and Howlings and Rollers Morning Glory and Bob and Tom and Two Guys Named Chris. Can you tell I've studied radio? They did a thing called Garbage Time, where when they are done talking to their syndicates for the last hour, it's live and local segments for the cities they're heard in. So today, it's not going to be a show that's going to be on in Fresno or anything. No, this is going to be a show that's going to be discussing Fresno news, Cleveland news, Chicago news, Tampa news, and all the clout chasers. I have slept in 2 days in a row after working with MJ for 2 weeks. So I am all energetic. Let's go.
Attention, FM DJs, your morning show prep begins now.
A sick person with a powerful tool.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
What?
Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppy.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
The semen was so big.
And now, something completely different.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Happy.
Always going in, never doubted. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about it. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-B-E. H-O-B-B-E. H-O-B-B-E.
Oh, yeah. This is Happy Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Hoppy. You can always call the show. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. Let's see what the fuck is going on. And Atlanta Braves legend, Bobby Cox, rest in peace. He is dead at 84. I don't know a thing about him. I just know that he played baseball. Spencer Pratt is quickly turning into the Donald Trump of politics for LA. He's running for mayor, and he says that CBS interviewed him to use it as a hit piece when they were doing a report about Karen Bass. Man, it is a sad day in LA when Spencer frickin' Pratt is the voice of reason. Pooh Shiesty pleads not guilty in the Gucci Mane case. Of course he's going to. What's he going to say? Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun were seen out in Australia. Cardi B and Stephon Diggs were seen kissing in pictures. Okay, let me turn off the music here. I'm telling you, I never want to hear Cardi B ever complain about men again and how it's always their fault and blah, 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 blah. Why? She knows that Stephon Diggs is bad for her. Yet she goes back to him over and over and over again. It's ridiculous. Cardi, either deadbeat dad. Yeah, you want to be associated with him now because he just got found now not guilty because you're a clout chaser. If you were so loyal, you would have stood by his side during the case. But you're fake. What are you good for? Absolutely nothing. Not even that good of a rapper. Now you're back with him? Got it. Makes perfect sense. Totally not confused. Why would you want to be with Stephon Diggs? I get that it's the father of your kid. So you're co-parenting. I get it. I don't think the reason's co-parenting, no. But I'm saying I get it. Like, you can't just get him out of your life because you had a kid with him, which was stupid. But at the same point, it's like, I don't want to see you post a video. Oh, Stephon Diggs was talking to other girls. He was probably talking to other girls while you went to the bathroom real quick. If you get the same results, that's a you problem. Ben Affleck, the Matt Damon's production company, is getting sued. They're douchebags. I would not trust them with anything. Saturday Night Live last night, Aziz Ansari returned to play Kash Patel. God, I don't know what it is about that little midget. I just want to face slap him. Not Aziz. I think he's brilliant. No, Kash Patel. He's the worst. Oh, yeah. We'll get to James Charles in a second. That guy's an absolute douchebag. He thinks he's better than you. You narcissistic personality disorder moron. All right, by the way, on this delightful note that we've begun the show on, I want to dedicate my career and everything I've ever accomplished to my mom, Diana. My mom gave birth to me, I don't know, 33 years ago. And it's the unspoken thing that I was an accident. My parents did want to have kids, but luckily, I'm here. Through all the mistakes I occasionally make, my mom has always been there for me, to call me out, but to never shame me. When I got fired in Cleveland, she had my back and said, hey, Ryan, because it's going on 11 years. Can you believe it? 11 years that I've been in Tampa. So she's always had my back, and I adore her for that. When I had a stutter, she goes, let's get speech class. When I got into car crashes, she goes, just drive better, grow up. My mom has significantly always been there for me. Maybe it's because I'm an only child. I don't know what it is, but I love my mom very dearly. And on this Mother's Day, I'm going to say, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. I try to keep you private because As Woody one time in the radio house told me about his family. They didn't sign up for this madness. You mutants out there. I'm not saying all people don't like me, but the ones listening that don't like me, that like to critique people, like Mike Calta critiquing people's looks, even though he's an ugly fat ass. Yeah. That's why I keep my mom private. Still can't believe he did that. Because he's such a man of moral that Mike Calta. The hell is he doing? Can you imagine looking like that? Mike, you have $1 million freaking dollars. You're so badass. You make more money than Trump per year, supposedly. You'd love to say you make more than the president. Mike, get a Ozempic. You're the one person that actually needs Ozempic. Half of Tampa Bay in the media is on Ozempic and they don't need it. You actually need it, bud. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You could tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Here's Nick Cannon talking about his Mother's Day plans.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes. I love that.
What you doing for Mother's Day?
Yeah, how you doing, Nick?
My wife Indian, so probably some curry, some gold or something like that.
It's not wife day. See, that's where you got it wrong.
It's not wife day. Well, I raised my daughters by myself, so Mother's Day is my thing. So I take myself to Red Lobster, eat the biscuit.
It is.
I'll be like, me too.
I don't know what I'm laughing at.
It is our day.
This is that thing podcasts do where if you laugh, it's funny. It is.
Nick, what are your plans? You got some
I'm
kids to
spending time
see?
with my mother.
Your mother.
It's my Mother's Day.
So you're not going to see any.
It's not baby mama's day.
Yeah.
What a fucking dumbass. This guy reproduced. I know there's probably someone out there that really wants to have kids. And they're trying so hard. And then this mutant is able to just create kids. Deadbeat.
Yeah.
It's Mother's Day.
So you spend time with your mother. Do you get your baby's mother?
Yeah, of course. I appreciate them, but
they squirted out the kids after using me for clout.
They get stuff from the kids.
But it's from you, from the kids.
Yeah, but it's like...
You're the one paying for it, so I guess it is from you. They paying for it. Mm-hmm. Here's my residual money from the song Gigolo. Here's some flowers. Mm-hmm.
But I try to make whatever the gift is, custom, that the kids are a part of it.
That is.
But it's always nice, but they're not going to get the same thing because they ain't got the same kids.
I'm just making sure you don't just go to the store.
Whatever. Shut up. You're annoying. 856-49-HOPPY. Speaking of annoying broads, here's Erica Kirk. Okay. Erica Kirk is being used as like a symbol of the conservative party. Because when I think of a girl that is so conservative and so moral, I think of Erica Kirk, someone that was with a man for clout. And her crocodile tears are pathetic. I'm not saying she's not traumatized about Charlie, but she's annoying. She gave a graduation speech, and here's what she said. It's her describing her life.
Charlie would often encourage people, like Dr. Arnn said, to get married young, not rushed.
That's pretty rushed if you get it young. Mm-hmm. Wait till you're 30.
Not rushed.
That is rushed. You don't even know what you're saying. You're stupid.
But young.
That is young and rushed. Listen, I got engaged at 22. Mm-hmm. So it never happened. Obviously, I'm single here. But I'm just saying, that's rushed. But you like them for his money and the connections he gets you.
And congrats to those who have been married or are married in this room. But it's special.
Can you imagine you're at Hillsdale College and you got this annoying broad talking? Mm-hmm. And then she's giving the worst advice to get married? You're an idiot.
You'd also say have more kids than you can afford.
Because you'll have the man pay for it. Shut up. You're annoying. No one's laughing, you dummy.
But I just want to encourage all of
Pat Sajak's looking at her like you are a moron.
you. To the men, you are called to provide. You are called to lead, to anchor your family.
Because you have no original content. Listen, I do believe that men need to lead. That is not what I'm saying. I do think you need to be a leader. But if a woman is telling people at a graduation, oh yeah, just rely on the men, she's telling on herself because she's got no other career advice. Because that's what she did. She's a good 7 out of 10. She's not bad looking. But what else does she have? Nothing.
Families in strength and consistency.
She just is doing that thing that all young, she's not that young of a mother, but all young mothers do, where they want you to have kids because they want you to be miserable with her. That's all it is.
To the women you are called to nurture, to...
Oh, let's go back to 1950. Shut up. You're annoying.
Build.
I've had enough of you. Yeah. Whoever hired Erica Kirk for that graduation speech did not think that out. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, you know what? I'm getting a little sick of Neon. I first liked Neon. I thought he was a good streamer or whatever. But this freaking guy is just surrounding himself with anybody that can give him clicks, and none of it's credible. He's hanging out with that pedophile known as Tekashi 6ix9ine. And Tekashi 6ix9ine was quoted as saying, my girlfriend is going to have an abortion if it ain't a baby boy. Oh, yeah. The thing is this. They'll probably end up not aborting it. And then she's going to see this in 10 years. Tekashi, you make all men look bad. You're a loser. I hate you. And your music's not even good.
Question. What do you think it's going to be a boy or a girl?
You're not. Okay, baby. I'm sorry.
I have this rule.
Okay.
It's a boy. If it's not a boy, then it's abortion.
Yo. Wait, what?
Aiden Ross is like, what the hell is wrong with this man?
Bro.
Oh my God.
Is that clavicular? Oh, it's all the douchebags in one room. Neon's getting there right away. Because now he's possibly banging Alabama Barker. So he feels like he's better than us. Shut up.
Present you to the mom. Bro. All right. What?
Oh, Tekashi. I know you got money. I know you got clout. I know you got everything you ever could. But when it's all said and done, you'll always be remembered as a loser. Your music sucks. You pretty much had sex with an underage girl when you're making the music video. You're a criminal. You're stupid. You got the IQ of 4. And the fact that he can reproduce, that ain't it, dog. Oh, that ain't it. All right. Candace Owens was left speechless over Erica Kirk's appearance before the White House dinner. Man, Candace Owens definitely hooked up with Charlie.
Erica before the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
It's just her looking hot, so there you go. I love how Candace Owens thought the Conservative Party was it, and now she's like walking it back. Tucker's doing the same thing. Megyn Kelly's doing it. It's stupid. Loser of the year, of every year, loser of the millennium, known as Adam22, congratulates DJ Vlad on getting a W over Boozy in their recent argument. Oh, yeah. Bunch of middle-aged men.
Has been probably the most shocking thing is that in hip-hop, as the older...
By the way, anybody that goes to DJ Vlad, you know he's a fan, right?
White media personality, typically... difficult for you to be viewed in the more favorable light when you're beefing with somebody who is a beloved rapper. You know? And
I don't know. Tell me.
Fact that from my perspective, when I'm reading the comments, when I'm seeing other podcasters like Joe Budden or whoever weigh,
his tattoos look like a dive bar bathroom stall. You're a loser!
And it has seemed like, it's interesting to see people being pretty logical and seeming to understand that from a business perspective.
Business! Everything with this guy is transactional. Even his wife, he passes around like a high school blunt.
I think you look better than Boosie in this whole thing, which is...
I thought it was boozy.
Kind of...
You can't say boozy. You gotta say boozy.
No, you're used to... what side people pick in these issues, oftentimes being based on identity and not so much.
Let the freaking guest talk, dude!
reality. But it feels like it's been going pretty well in terms of how people...
Wow, he likes hearing himself talk. Shut up!
Which makes me feel like the audience is...
The caption says, Adam22 and DJ Vlad speak on Vlad's recent beef. No, it's all Adam22 talking. Shut up!
Maybe growing up a little bit.
Transparency goes a long way.
True.
Transparency.
I'll say one thing. I'm not a big fan of DJ Vlad. I'll watch some of his interviews or whatever. But he's better spoken and I'm more on Adam22.
You tell people the whole story from top to bottom, and you have receipts, and the other person doesn't turn around and say, no, that's wrong.
I am. It's DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad. Here's a clip that's going around from Nikki Glaser. Here it is. Talks about how fans and celebrities flirt with her.
Thing that makes me, the people that hit on me, if they know he's my boyfriend, disgusted. Like, I'm just instantly like revolted by any man that would.
And I think this is when she did Stern before she did Call Her Daddy, where they talked about it being an open relationship. So how do you want it, Nikki?
Do that in front of my boyfriend. If they try to do it when he's not around, okay, fine. Well, let's shoot your shot. But like in front of him to like make him feel less than I'm instantly like, I don't like this guy anymore, and this is done. So, but yeah, that's got to be the worst feeling ever, and that's why I always like to make it clear. Not even for him, for me to be like, to test the guy, like, you know I'm with him, right? So
yeah, but he's banging on women. Yeah. Nikki Glaser seems like she does not know what she wants. Also seems like she does not respect herself. Oh yeah, Clavicular's back on Kick. We all freaking knew that would not last long. He's talking to Piper Rocal from OnlyFans, as she couldn't read numbers from her phone while on his stream.
Yeah.
Can I show the screen?
Yeah.
Here, guys.
Just read it. Just read it.
I'm not the best at here. Do it. I can't.
Yeah, because you're stupid. Yeah, you're hot, but that's why you're doing OnlyFans. She probably, to be fair, a lot of these people that were in school during COVID are all messed up because they didn't get a proper education. So she was probably 12 years old, 13 years old during COVID and probably missed out on audition. I'm not kidding either.
You can't read it?
I'm not good at reading that stuff on camera.
Just read the score. Just look. It's literally a number. It's literally a number. You say one thing.
It's...
Wow. You're dumb. 856 49 Hoppe. Dakota Johnson reveals that she had sex 7 times a day back in the day. Oh, yeah. Now she's just dried up like the Sahara Desert. Here's a modern woman talking about her life. And the caption says, modern women have the digital footprint of a porn star.
When I'm drunk, I'm like a really bad flirt. And I'm going to get anything that I want. So boom, the other day I'm in the bar, drunk as fuck. It closes. I walk out, see these 3 men, plus this dude that I know.
Oh yeah! DP time!
Oh, that's my friend. So I go up to my friend, because I want one of these dudes in this little friend group. Go up to my friend, I'm like, ooh, who are these men? Like, they look good. So he brings me over, he introduces me to them. Get all their names. So the dude in the middle of these 3 people, he's the one that like is fucking with me the most. But I want the dude.
Oh yeah! And then afterwards, we did this.
So we're gonna call them middle and right. So I'm like fucking with middle, whatever. And they're like, where are you going? I'm like, we're going to a post game, you should pull up. So they're like, bet. So all of us, we walk to the car. Right is driving the car. Middle's like, okay, like, can you drop us off at our cars and we're gonna meet you at the post game? I'm like, okay, perfect. So I'm like, okay, like, this is the time I get to talk to dude on the right because I want him. Anyway, so middle guy and then the other guy get out of the car and me and my friend stay in the car. And I'm like, okay, well, like, I don't want you to sit up in the front by yourself. Like, let me get in the front with you. So I get in the front with dude on the right and we drop to the post game. Post game's chill. Everybody's there. 3 men are coming in. I like smoke with them a little bit. We're talking, whatever. So they're finna leave. So dude in the middle calls me outside. We like kiss or whatever. And he's like begging me to come home with him. I'm like, bitch, no. So I go back inside. When I go back inside, I look up dude on the left. Look him up on Snapchat. Little do I know, I already have him on Snapchat. So.
Oh yeah. What a riveting story. I bet your parents are so proud of you. What else do we have here? All right. Give me a second. I'm not ready for the James Charles segment. I just don't know if I can handle it. He's the worst. Nick Cannon's accountant allegedly embezzled $2 million.
Money manager allegedly treated his account like a personal piggy bank and then disappeared with $2 million.
Nick Cannon probably ain't innocent because he's Nick Cannon. He'll probably get away with it.
According to federal prosecutors. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Frank Muzoki, a former account manager, is accused of spending several years siphoning cash from Nick Cannon. Federal prosecutors have now hit Frank with a 8-count indictment claiming he used his position managing the businesses and financial affairs of elite celebrities to carry out the scheme. While the indictment doesn't mention Nick Cannon by name, sources confirm he is the alleged victim.
All right, there you go. Man, Nick Cannon just does not surround himself with good people. Logan Paul on his podcast that every vegan Gen Z person copies. Here's his take on people filming concerts. I think hell froze over. Why do I think hell froze over? Because I'm agreeing with Logan Paul.
Pull your phone out at a concert or some shit. Like, just a question. What's your plan with that video? You gonna go back and watch it? Because it's 3 minutes long. So you're gonna watch it like when you're feeling low or like when you need some energy? Like, what are you?
I have filmed concerts before, a little bit of it, and I never watch it. Maybe if I'm scrolling through my phone and a memory pops up.
Actually gonna do with that video. And if you're one of these people, the two hands, shame on you.
I've seen people at Coachella.
Shame on you.
I've seen a person at Coachella this year, even with an iPad.
Pull your...
Well, that's not living in the moment. Maybe there was a job where they were trying to, film things for a website. All right, we're going to do a thing on Suno. A song called James Charles is a privileged douchebag and needs to shut up. So James Charles... I think he's the worst. And no, I don't want anybody saying it's because he's gay. I just think he's absolutely insufferable. He's the worst. And I'm going to make a song because we're going to talk about James Charles. Honestly, in a weird way, he kind of makes gay guys look bad because they're already dealing with a lot of homophobia. And then you got this moron. But... what? It got flagged for moderation. Why are we so sensitive? Is a privileged, I'll say, moron, not douchebag. Hopefully, Suno has not become... what? Is it because... what's wrong with it? All right, 2000s hip-hop. Let me try this. I'm trying to make a song. Is James... God damn it. Is James Charles... fuck you, bro. It's kind of like the thing known as Taylor Swift, where you can't... on these websites, let me explain why I'm getting mad. On these websites, god damn it, some of the names you can't make songs about. Like, I couldn't even make a song about the other Taylor Frankie Paul, because they had the word Taylor in it. I guess James Charles' name is blocked. Fuck you, bro. You're a bitch. All right, so... there was a Spirit Airline employee that is out of a job, and they reached out to James Charles to see if he can share the GoFundMe. And here's how he reacted.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me."
You're a sociopath, bro. I don't care how much money and how much stuff you have. You're a loser.
I'm really struggling right now because...
and you're a privileged douche.
Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job.
It's so funny. No wonder your career hasn't taken off without daddy's money. You're a loser.
Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help.
Now listen, I think the GoFundMe thing's a little out of control. I think it's a little ridiculous. I had people reach out to me for GoFundMes for stuff. I try to share the ones that, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't make fun of it.
I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
Hey, you want to help them get the job? You got bitch slap face, dude. You're annoying.
Yeah, try that. Because
you know how easy it is to find a job on Indeed? Shut up.
The time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way. And
oh, heaven forbid. I do think it is kind of weird that you would think a sociopathic loser that makes all gay people look bad like him would care about you. That's where that girl messed up.
Probably 100 other influencers and celebrities. You could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit.
All right, that's where you're out of control. Dude, weren't you allegedly grooming people? You're no saint. I hope all the skeletons in your closet come out. Because we know that James Charles likes to come out.
You're entitled.
No, you're entitled. You're a sociopathic brat.
And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you.
It is kind of infuriating how this guy has the money. I know there's somebody listening to my show right now that's stuck in traffic and they're just trying to get by in life. And they're like, man, I make $60,000 a year. I have to work 40 hours plus overtime. I work so hard. And this douchebag is just born into money.
Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God. Welcome to the real world.
You don't know a thing about the real world.
Girl that said,
shut up. Stop talking. You don't know a thing about the real world. You were born into money. Everybody online was saying you're a Rothschild. I don't know if that's true, but you were definitely born into money. You don't know a thing about the real world. This is what I can't stand about the rich and elite. They're not all heartless. You know what I've noticed about the rich and elite? The ones that were, not born into money. The ones that had to earn the money have more relatability than asswipes like him that have no accountability.
People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here.
And so are you. You could have just easily ignored the GoFundMe. You know how many times I get messaged? Never shame them. It's bad juju. It's bad karma. You're walking bad karma. You're a bitch.
Who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
Wow. Why would anybody want to hang out with you? Why was Charlie D'Amelio or whatever that girl's name was hanging out with? He's a loser. Let me say it again. Loser! You're the worst.
Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe?
Oh no! Maybe they have bills to pay. You know, dating him would be the worst. It would be equivalent to dating a cloud-chasing girl that uses you for your money. And then when you break up, she spills all of the beans.
I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But
oh yeah, you know James Charles knows about closed mouth.
Honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off.
You seem like you're always pissed off. You're a douche.
Okay, I'm not the one.
You know, if this person was underage, she would help.
Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real-life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house at a...
Wow, he is coked up. How much cocaine have you done tonight?
Or $10 million that everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was...
Oh, and of course in the comment section, that hack comedian Godfrey's like, he kind of has a point. Shut your ass. You're another rich and elite, unfunny, race-baiting comedian.
Just lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and...
Oh, it has to be because they're fans. I just don't know why this person was like, yeah, when I think of generosity and relatability, I think of James frickin' Charles.
And my support for you, I love you. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied.
All right, there you go. And then he said sorry. Because you know his PR team was probably not happy with him. God, is he unlikable. He is just the worst. Again, if it was a 15-year-old boy, he'd be like, yeah, let me help you. But no, you're a douche, bro. It's such a douche. I don't even know what else to say. There's no words to describe how unlikable he is. He's the worst. Here he is trying to say sorry.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me,
oh my God, now he's doing a thing where he's talking subtle, like he's sorry.
to donate. And the video is basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this...
Why are you upset? Because you can't keep a man? Because every dude realizes you're nothing more than a twink?
Person had never followed me, never supported me before.
Oh my God! Get over that! What a narcissist you are! You'd be perfect for morning radio, you douche!
And it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout.
Okay, she's in a bad place!
And I called her lazy, I said she was stupid, and I said she's...
You're talking about yourself! You're lazy. What do you do for a living?
Should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting a message, applying for jobs instead. This video was stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, you don't say.
When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all.
Who got into his corner? And told him to do this video. He didn't do this out of the kindness of his heart.
And move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why her message just triggered me. And
cocaine!
I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation.
Asking? He does like ass.
Where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have...
Now you say that! You're an idiot! I hope all your skeletons come out, dude!
Never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account.
Dude! That's what comes with being rich. I've worked with rich people. That's what happens. People are struggling, especially now. And your net worth is 22 billion. Shut up.
No, but what I'm sure sucks even more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table.
All right, I had enough. Blah, blah, blah. Man, hope his past gets dug up. He just has an unlikable thing about him. What do we have here? Logan Paul and his wife Nina Agdal talking about what it was like giving birth.
It's definitely not hard to watch, but it's like I remember
I saw it in a high school video, and it was like a fire crotch, and it was traumatizing.
Put myself out there in a while, and here I am putting all of me out there. You know, it's like it's so many emotions and like sounds, and
I thought it was done in like a super beautiful way.
It was done really beautiful.
Did you see the first cut though?
The first cut was a lot.
I didn't watch any of the first cuts after the.
It was ridiculous.
Sorry, were the cameras in the delivery room?
No, I filmed it.
I don't know how you managed to do that while supporting me, Logan.
Man, I bet you never look at vagina the same.
And was able to film the entire thing like perfectly, capture all the moments from like, you know, my emotions to Esme's first cry to her going to get weighed to.
There you go. Something I cannot relate to is having kids. 856 49 Hoppe. Clavicular tries to explain to Piper Roquel why it's wrong to have OnlyFans at 18.
Like, I'm not a victim, and I don't ever like say I am, but like a lot of people do think that I am like a victim of exploitation, and I'm constantly like, people have put me in that box. The internet, of course, but I feel like even the internet is kind of just a form of exploitation in a way, but like it's not just personally me.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, you know, with being your age and being a young woman in this world.
Your age? You're the same age as her. You're not wise. Shut up.
You know, you are a little bit naive by default, and that's okay, right? Ignorance is...
So are you, bro. What are you, a rocket scientist? You shot a dead alligator. Shut up.
It makes you the joyous personality that you are, but that also makes it quite easy for, kind of sleazy people to do things that you shouldn't want to do. So the people around you, it's like, I don't know. I'm not really going to.
Since when is clavicular a frickin' sage? Shut up. I am in a cranky mode. Here is Sophie Rain declining his call.
I don't know if she's gonna answer. She might be asleep, guys. So this might not be a good idea.
Let's see.
My phone's a bit gross. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so supposedly he called her a bird, and now she's not picking up. No way! You call a girl a bird and she wants nothing to do with you? Who would have thought? You looks maxer. You douche maxer.
All good. You just have to wipe off the camera.
I'm clavicular.
She must know.
She watching stream?
She's gonna ego you. I'm so sorry.
Brutal.
Yeah, she's not a big fan of you, but that's okay. I think.
I'm glad someone said it. Yeah, clavicular. I first really respected him, and then he just got so stupid. This is interesting. Alex Cooper, God Daddy, asks Rachel Bilson how she coped with being with a partner that had a different sex drive. Listen, I need you to listen to me very carefully. If you don't have the same sex drive as your partner, it ain't gonna work, dog. I'm a horny dude. This just it. My ex told me that I could have sex on my deathbed. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, you need to at least have enough sex with your partner. I had friends and benefits. God bless her heart. We started out banging all the time. And then we broke up. When your sex drive doesn't align, it ain't gonna work.
It'll just move on.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been in a relationship where your partner had different sex drives than you, and how did you guys handle that?
For sure. That's an example of getting in your head, because I have been in one where or maybe I haven't been as interested after a while in having sex with the person. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I had sex today. If I wait 2 or 3 days, okay, maybe I can do it again on Thursday and then he'll be okay, but then you're in your head and then you're like, oh fuck. And I had that for a while, even after a relationship, being stuck in that and overthinking. We had sex today. Okay, when do I have to have it again
That is the most relatable.
That's the problem, is when a woman, here's the problem. And women don't get this. We are designed to have sex. We are designed to want to recreate. We're horny all the time. Women can have an orgasm and then be like, I'm good for 2 weeks. That is not a guy you want to date.
Whole thing, just to pause you right there, I can't imagine how many women are like, me too, Rachel. What the fuck do you do to combat that?
Right. It's so tough, right? Yeah. Because battling your head and your body, because there's totally different things. And even if I want to have sex, my head could be like, no, I don't really want to.
Oh my God. Just do it. Every time a girl's like, I don't feel like doing it, but then it ends up happening, they're glad they did afterwards. Why do women overthink sex? I'm not saying sex is the most important part of a relationship. But it's getting out of control.
And then you're stuck in that pattern of okay, I'm going to calculate this.
Calculation on sex? Have we lost our mind? That's your overthinking. Oh my God.
Do you feel like when that happened to you with that partner, because I hear what you're saying, that specific, it felt like you're kind of I'm not sure if I'm in this anymore, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Did it go on for a while? Did you end it? Did you find any remedy for it?
Yeah, it's probably the last year and a half.
All right. Gee, she'll be wondering why she gets cheated on. Because you don't put out. If you're not having sex with your partner, you're just a friend. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you put out once a week. That was kind of funny. 856. Let me see what we got here. Listen, I kind of like comedians, but being around all of them with like Mike Calta and that, they're all douchebags. They all have small day energy, and they think they're better than you, and they overthink everything. Mm-hmm. And we have a clip here. Jeff Dye supposedly wanted to be on WrestleMania. When I worked with Calta, Jeff Dye was on the show. He's likable enough. He's accomplished a lot in life because he got to bang the good old person known as Kristen Cavallari. But then again, half of Hollywood's plouter. He's funny. He's likable. But he has an ego. And supposedly, he wanted to be a part of the comedy team at WrestleMania. But no offense to him, he was never truly a part of it. He was applying for it and was trying to be like, he was like an outsider going in. He never had a chance. So what happened was he ended up getting waived from it and not invited to WrestleMania, and then he got mad. But he was inviting himself onto the team. He was trying to force himself to be a part of something that wasn't his. So here's Jeff Dye crying about his career. Let me pot up the board. That might help you guys to hear it.
Should we talk about Kill Tony? I did Kill Tony. It was very fun. Kill Tony. Shout out to Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe has wiggled his little way into all of his dreams coming true. As far as, he's got money. He's in the city he loves. He's friends with people as cool as Joe Rogan and others. And
Jeff Dye sounds very jealous.
One of the best things I think you can do with your success is
fart
or power or celebrity or money or whatever, using it to wiggle your way into your other interests, right? So like I've worked really hard at being a stand-up comedian, and I will try to wring that, any little remote success I've ever had, I try to wring it out so that I can go.
Yeah, by him saying remote success, he doesn't feel happy about himself. And this is the problem with a lot of comedians, is they're very self-conscious. They're all narcissistic people. They had bad childhoods, and they're very tumultuous. They're very controversial to be around. They're funny. They're talented. But they use people. And then wonder by the time they're 40 why they're alone. Mm-hmm.
Go to baseball games, meet baseball players, go to wrestling events, hang out with wrestlers like that. Like I've tried my best for those kind of things. And so is Tony. So for Tony to have his own Kill Tony show at WrestleMania, that is a Tony Hinchcliffe wet dream.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of anything Tony would like better than...
he was getting a wet dream watching the guys there. I didn't say
that. He gets to be at WrestleMania both nights, real good seats, and then at night he gets to like have the wrestlers come perform for him on Kill Tony. Like that's pretty cool. Well, as you guys know, I was already going to WrestleMania because of the gracious and genius and sweet Paul Heyman, formerly Paul E. Dangerously from ECW. Paul Heyman very generously left me 2 nights of WrestleMania entertainment at the box office, and we got to go. Me and my buddy Cole went, and it was awesome. So anyways, because Kill Tony was gonna be there, I was like, hey, I'm already gonna be there, can I perform? And Tony's like, hell yeah, come on the show. So I could go out, and everything I'm gonna say I hope is not taken out of context, but I'll just be as honest as I can be. Everyone did bad but me. I'm just being honest. I know that sounds
all right. Then why weren't you selected?
Terrible. William Montgomery did not do well.
Yeah, I don't like comedians. You're a douchebag.
And I think that he will tell you that. Then 2 people went.
When is William Montgomery ever funny?
Went out and they did not do well, and I think they will tell you that. Then Kane.
What about you? Will anyone tell you that, Dad?
Went out and he did terrible, but he's not a comedian. He's just a big pro wrestler and a mayor of Knox County, and he was.
All right, there he is, crying like a little bitch. What do we have here? Okay. I have a love-hate with Mark Norman. It's more love than hate. The guy makes me laugh. I like the podcast he does with Sam Morril, former guest of the show. Whenever I was on Cult the Show, he's always one of the funniest guests that was on. He's funny. I'll give him that. But I'm sick and tired of these comedians doing the thing where they do crowd work in the audience. And it's all staged. It ruined it for me with Matt Rife. It's no different than Joseph Carvilla of The Joe Show and all the radio shows doing fake prank calls in the morning. They don't know how to talk unscripted, so they have to have a plot line. Oh, but you're so talented. So here's a guy, an Asian man. He says he was tricked into being a part of Mark Norman's comedy special.
In honor of AAPI month, I need to unpack a really unsettling and racist experience I just had at Mark Norman's comedy show. So I got an email from Gotham Casting 2 days ago. This happened last night. And they were basically saying, hey, you're cast as an extra to be a business person. You fit the profile. Come dressed as a businessman. Mind you, I'm not a businessman. But I pull up in like a businessman outfit and immediately I get a red flag. Everyone in the green room is Asian. It's all Asian men.
That's not good.
Asian businessmen. And most of those people weren't even business people. They were just dressed as one, okay? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I already don't like this because they didn't tell us at all that they were casting Asian men. And this is a comedy special, so clearly there's some bit about Asian men that they're doing. But anyways, we sit down and the producers are trying to identify which members of the crowd don't speak English as a first language. So they make them raise their hands and they're pointing them out. They're like, okay, guy in the middle, guy with the red tie, guy with the black shirt. They're pointing them out specifically so that Mark Norman, the comedian, could have pre-selected people to banter with and do crowd work with so he can get clips of him talking to people with accent.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Do actual comedy, man. I grew up worshiping comedy. Listen to Opie and Anthony, Brandmeier, Steve Dahl, Ron and Fez. I even liked Count to the Point, Bubba, Rover. All these guys had comedians on. But they're all douchebags with no social skills. And the only redeeming thing they have is they know how to make people laugh.
And making fun of people who couldn't defend themselves. And it just gave me such an ick. Anyways, Mark Norman comes out, and if you don't know, Mark Norman is a very famous comedian. He has like 2 million followers cross-platform.
Yeah, this guy would definitely know about the follower account.
And he has Netflix specials, and he performed at that fucking like Saudi Arabia festival, whatever. Anyways, I guess he started a new show called Human Trials because I looked into it because I was like, what the fuck was this? And the premise of Human Trials is to do comedy to one specific demographic.
That's nice.
The previous episodes that he's had were 50 bald men, 50 Gen Z girls. And I looked at the trailer and the other demographics he's hitting is 50 nuns, 50 deaf people, 50 frat boys, 50 bikers, 50 clowns, and then 50 Asian businessmen. Now, let's just sit with that because why is it that Asian businessmen is the one time you're going to cross over from demographic to racial group, you know?
Because he's a douchebag.
And I find it really interesting that it was only Asian men that were targeted. He didn't do 50 black women, 50 Latino men, 50, you know.
All right, there you go. There you freaking go. All right, time for Elon Musk news.
This that hop live from Tampa Bay. Ron Hoppe on the mic. I got something to say. This that Elon segment. Turn your radios up. Let's get it. You the genius on the gram, big boss online, but you fumble real life, can't clock that time. Spaceship stocks, you obsessed with the brand, but your kids know you handle more than they know they dad. You flexing on the timeline, trying to act profound, but who's tucking them in when the camera's not around? Random names, weird games, like they pieces in the lab. Treat them like an update, that's a deadbeat dad. Deadbeat daddy Elon, where your heart at? Know your follower count, not your kids' laugh. All that power, all that cash in your stash. But you don't know the child you help crap. Your daddy Elon, you can't spin that. They need love, not a headline, click back. This happy hour, we just speaking on the facts. Tampa Bay live, say it loud on the track. You brag about changing the world on a whim, but when your kids call, lines staying thin. You talk future of humanity, big long threads, but you ghost your own family, leave them on red. They ain't asked to be props in your press routine. They ain't code in the script or a meme on the screen. You play God with the globe, trying to chase that crown, but a father that's present, you keep letting them down. Debbie Daddy Elon, where your heart at? Know your follower count, not your kids' laugh. All that power, all that cash in your stash, but you don't know the child you help craft. Debbie Daddy Elon, you can't spend that. They need love, not a headline, click back. This happy hour, we just speaking on the facts. Tampa Bay live. Yeah! This that real talk, not a fanboy cheer. If the truth make you mad, change gears this year. You can buy another rocket, buy another car, but you can't buy back days when you let them drift far. Debbie Daddy Elon, where your heart at? Know your follower count, not your kids' laugh. All that power, all that cash in your stash, but you don't know the child you help craft. Debbie Daddy Elon, you can't spin that. They need love, not a headline, click back. This happy hour, we just speaking on the facts. Tampa Bay live, put the mirror in your lap.
Oh yeah! 856 49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6767-73. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Happy Hot Topic.
What's going on with this freaking moron right here?
Ahead of Mother's Day, Mae Musk, the mother to one of the world's richest humans, is opening up about raising her 3 successful children and tending to her 19 grandchildren. The model exclusively revealing in a
I wonder if she knows all their names.
Statement to E! News May 8th, there is no greater joy in my life than being a mother and now a grandmother. I treasure every moment I get with my children and grandchildren, but I've learned that love grows best without pressure.
Hey, sounds like she's a better parent than Elon was. What I mean by that is, it seems like Elon's dad really messed him up. Time for Duggar News.
Yeah. Something ain't right, man.
I did.
Count it up. Keep count.
Walk in the crib like, yo, who all these? Name tags on babies, roll up car seats. Mama in the denim skirt, daddy with the side part. Everybody smiles, but I get a weird vibe start. Chalkboard chores running down the hallway. Tuesday is for twins, Thursday just for laundry. Buddy up, that's a slogan. I'm like, how many birthdays you still holding? Too many. Roll call sound like a rolling credit sequence. Every single kid got the same freaking sequence. Same shirt, same hair, same Bible on the dresser, all-star cast of repressed child pressure. There's something wrong with the Duggar family. Too many names in the family tree. For real, every single one acting kinda uncanny. Tell me how you got that many kids on a salary? There's something off in the Duggar house. Smile for the cam, but the truth leak out. Too many rules, too many little mouths. There's something wrong with the Duggar family, no doubt. Living room look like a youth group lock-in. Every single couch got a cousin knocked out on it. Laundry pile high, that's a cotton mountain. The pops got time to preach about modest blouses, courtship contracts, side hug romance. Everybody trying to read, brand control his chance. Daughters in a row like a pageant in a hallway, but nobody dating unless daddy get the all say. TV crew lurking in the pantry, catch another confessional camera happy. All about values, that's the brand, that's the pitch. But secrets in the basement always end up in a stitch. God's plan, sound real cute on the bumper. Till you see a kid raise a kid like a mother. Like who raising who in this human assembly? It's a pyramid scheme made of babies, feel me? There's something wrong with the Duggar family. Too many names in the family tree. Every single one acting kinda uncanny. Tell me how you got that many kids on a salary. There's something off in the Duggar house. Smile for the cam, but the truth leak out. Too many rules, too many little mouths. There's something wrong with the Duggar family. Yeah, count them up. 1, 2, 2, 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep. When you hit 15, man, that's wild. By 19, you forgot you a child. Too many chores, too many vows, too many hands all wiped the doubts. If it look like a cold when the doors all closed, then it walk like a cold. Everybody just froze. There's something wrong with the Duggar family. Say what? Too many names in the family tree. Every single one acting kinda uncanny. Tell me how you got that many kids on a salary. Explain that. There's something off in the Duggar house. Smile for the cam, but the truth leak out. Too many rooms, too many little mouths. There's something wrong with the Duggar family. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right now.
Happy Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah.
Steamy jail texts from Josh Duggar to his wife are coming to light. While the 19 kids and counting alum was in custody at the Washington County
Bunch of creeps, all the adults, not the kids, the poor kids.
Detention Center in Arkansas prior to beginning his 12-year sentence for receiving and possessing child sexual abuse materials. He sent several eyebrow-raising texts to his wife, Anna Duggar. One of the texts, obtained by People, reads, quote, "Miss you, my lover. I miss being in the shower with you scrubbing. I miss watching you try on clothes. I miss watching you being sexy." According to the outlet,
this makes you want to vomit.
In the same message to his wife, whom he married in 2008, Josh congratulated her for, quote, making the scale numbers lower than expected, and suggested that she accordingly buy herself something low cut.
Oh, yeah.
And that she could send him pictures in her underwear.
Man, he doesn't care. He's facing more than a decade in prison. I think he's been in like 4 years. But what I'm saying is he's got nothing to lose. He doesn't care.
Or bathing suit. His subsequent messages, per People, kept Anna informed about whether or not he'd received the pictures from her yet, before he added, quote, "I can't wait till we can be alone again.
Gross. The fact that she's stalked by him, she's definitely banging other people.
Throwing it up and
she's getting her own.
Kardashian news, we definitely
She'd be stupid though, right?
There's no
or even stay on him.
Mike's hot, Hoppe speaks what's on his mind. Nepotism's thrown, they sitting in the plush. Built an empire off nothing but the hush. Reality's a script, ain't no realness in the cut. Talents on vacation, they just taking what's corrupt. Hoppe's on the mic, call it verbal demolition. Exposing fake lives, media's worst addiction. Idiocracy crown, it's the brain on snooze. Clickbait queens, welcome to Kardashian news. Kardashian news, where the truth gets aired. Hoppe breaking down the hype, y'all beware. Fake smells, fake lives, fake drama they choose. No talent required, it's Kardashian news. Kardashian news, where the truth gets aired. Hoppe breaking down the hype, y'all beware. Fake smells, fake lives, fake drama they choose. No talent required, it's Kardashian news. Diamond studded lies, selling dreams to the broke. Gold plated, nothing society inside joke. Hoppe ain't scared, man, he roasting them raw. Nepo babies flexing like they rewrote the law. Surgical precision, every word's a slice. Hypocrisy exposed under studio lights. Instagram filters, they mask the truth. Hoppe's here to school them. Welcome to the booth. Yeah, Hoppe's got no leash, no chain. Speaking what he feels, never playing the game. No Kardashian can spin his name on this mic. He reigns untamed. Kardashian moves, where the truth gets aired. Hoppe breaking down the hype, y'all beware. Fake lies, fake drama they choose. No talent required, it's Kardashian news. Kardashian news.
I got it.
Hoppe speaks what's on his mind. Down it up, it's Hoppe hour time. Happy Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, let's get in.
Get ready with me for date night in New York.
Kylie Jenner proves no distance can keep her and Timothée Chalamet apart. On May 9th, the Kylie Cosmetics founder posted Get Ready With Me TikTok while heading to New York for a very quick date night with the Dune actor. Kylie films herself aboard a private plane, showing off her makeup routine while—
Alright, she's boring! Who cares? By the way, it's time for this. Can you believe that the NFL is only 125 days away? Feels like I was just saying it was 190 days away. What an offseason it's been. None of it's really been about the players. It's all been about Mike Vrabel's penis and possible love child. So much going on in the elevation needs. H-O-P-P-E. Not sure why I said that. But there's been a lot of appearances lately of Kylie Kelsey on the podcast that is known as The Heights, The New Heights. And Kylie Kelsey had some words to say. She reveals her Kelsey household rules. But first,
specific Kels household rules.
If you get into specific Kelsey house rule, the problem is you're about to get bleeped. Jason's going to get bleeped.
Kylie, what's a very specific Kelsey household rule that exists purely because of something Jason or Travis did once that can never be allowed to happen again?
What are the rules of the house?
Let's see. I don't know. There are things that I would never allow to happen because of stories I've told, that I've been told.
Oh, interesting.
Cheating.
Okay, for instance, no one's playing in the car.
You're talking about when Travis drove it through the garage?
Or when someone took a dump in the trunk?
Again,
that was Travis.
Yeah, both of those.
What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, I'm sure Taylor loves hearing this.
Those are both Travis.
Travis not.
You know what?
Travis.
Shut up, Travis. You have a pass. You dated Kayla Nicole. Mm-hmm. You went from being the homie in the club to looking like a cop. Shut up.
Put potty in the bathroom.
I mean, as I've seen with Wyatt, it is now clear to me that watching Wyatt just tell her younger sisters what to do and egg them on.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
Very accurate as to
whatever. Seems like a happy relationship. What's going on here?
Happy hot topic.
Olivia Culpo was celebrating her birthday with an extra guest, the model and her husband,
This reporter is exciting. All the other ones sound so boring. This sounds like a hottie.
Christian McCaffrey, announced on Instagram they are expecting their second.
Number one, I love how she said Christian McCaffrey.
And
hell yeah! The dad can't win a Super Bowl, but he gets to have sex with Olivia Culpo.
Announced on Instagram they are expecting their second baby together. Sharing the news on the platform on May 8th. Olivia's 34th birthday.
There you go. Let's dance right now. It's like John Legend said, I'm ready to go right now. Which, by the way, if you think about it, that is a very consensual song. He's looking for the green light. Oh, it is.
Yo,
I am.
Brian Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams.
So much happening in the NBA. Last night, the Thunder won 131 to 108 over the Lakers. Lakers are down 3-0. LeBron's definitely hurting that team. Cleveland won 116 to 109 to have the series be 2-1 Detroit Pistons. Which, by the way, I'm glad Cleveland won because I hate 3-0 leads because no team has ever come back from being down 3-0. The Knicks are up 3-0 on the 76ers, which I love because Philadelphia is a city of douchebags. Can you tell I don't like it? And then you got the Timberwolves tonight against the Spurs. Spurs are up 2-1. Hope the Timberwolves win so they can be tied. Anthony Edwards is starting to get older. This is his chance. I think the Spurs will probably end up winning the series. How old is Anthony Edwards? He's 24. He's got plenty of time, but you got to win at some point. And then Austin Reeves was arguing with a ref over a call. Miles Bridges is trying to get a restraining order against his crazy baby mama. What else is going on here? We got some stuff here. I mean, I got that shotgun, all right? How it is?
Happy hour got that shock and awe.
Alex Caruso from the Lakers
Happy hour got that shock
talks
and
about
awe.
going back and forth with the refs and how the refs ruined the fun.
Happy hour got that shock and awe.
That was cool how I did that.
Happy hot topic.
Everything I do on this show is calculated.
Yeah, it's just competition, man. This is what this time of the year is about. You know, there's a couple of times where, you know, they're yelling something and I'm yelling something back and the ref's like trying to like get in the way, and you to let them know like there's no like nobody's getting mad, nobody's
yeah, the refs are a bunch of bitches.
They might be mad, but nobody's like, you know, it's not getting to a point of confrontation. It's just the playoffs. Like, this is what it's about. Like,
it's what it's about. Damn. All right, Charles Barkley responds to Draymond Green taking shots at his Houston days. Yeah, Draymond Green's a douchebag, and very lucky that he was drafted by the Warriors.
Happy hot topic.
Draymond Green recently joined Inside the NBA for an episode when Charles Barkley told him that the Warriors' run is over and that sports is for young people. When Draymond said this about the end of Charles Barkley's career.
I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah. Wow. Even though his stats on the Houston Rockets were better than you've ever done, you douche.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to. What does that look like? Did you see it? I'm just asking. I saw it.
And there was no response from Charles Barkley after that. He didn't even laugh about it, just kept a straight face.
He's a silent killer.
Almost looked confused, but now he's gone on the Dan Patrick Show and responded to what Draymond said.
And then he made it personal, where he took a shot at you when you were chasing a ring in Houston.
Listen, I respect Dan Patrick. He's had a good career, but that show's so boring.
How did it go when you go to commercial break after something like that, or the rest of the night? How's it go?
Well, number one, I don't ever take anything.
Don't a mic up.
You can never take personal shots at guys. You know, I've said that in my 26 years. My critiques of every player or coach is only about the situation. He took a shot at me, but I don't get offended because other guys, I've said things about guys, they took personal shots at me. You know, it's so funny. Last time you had me on the show, I told you I regretted those Rocket years, especially the last two, which I sucked as a player. But I wouldn't.
Yeah, Charles Barkley may be a loud mouse, but he's got more class than Draymond could dream of.
Turning down no free money. I had 2 years. I had 2 years left on my contract, and I had
but
earned
you
that
can
money.
say it though, Charles. That my issue with Draymond, if he
all right, you had no issue with Mike Vrabel, Dan Patrick, because you don't want to ruin the vibe of your homies. Shut up. You pick and choose when you want to have an opinion.
Happy hot topic.
Chuck, you know what they say at a time like this.
Get the cowboy boots ready. We're going to Oklahoma City.
I am. Charles Barkley gets out the broom after the Lakers are down 3-0, implying they'll get swept.
No.
That's what they should be.
Although I'm curious when a team is going to come back from 3-0 down.
Well, they just tased Ryan. This ball game is over.
They just tased Ryan.
So it's more of a visual, but there he is doing a little sweeping. Here's Anthony Edwards after their loss.
And you guys are down big early there. What did you see that was just not working early, and how did you claw back into the game the way that you did?
By making a girl get an abortion.
Just get some stops. Yeah, we wasn't getting many stops. Our shot wasn't going in, but just staying with the game plan and execution offensively.
You had, I think, 41 minutes tonight. Was it your plan all the way to just kind of go as far as you needed to go, and how do you feel coming off of that?
Yeah, for sure. I told Coach,
for sure.
However many minutes you need me to play tonight, I'm willing to do it, and I feel good.
And 0 for 12 as a team to start the night tonight. Was that just a case of you guys missing shots to open the game tonight, or what do you think happened in the opening minutes tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all there can be. I don't.
Let me rehear that.
Right. The night tonight, was that just a case of you guys missing shots to?
Yeah, they were missing shots. What a dumb question. It's like saying, hey, at the end of that football game, when you threw the ball out of bounds and then threw it too far down the field, did you overthrow the ball? Of course that's what it was, moron. Here's LeBron reacting to being down 3-0.
LeBron, you knew the challenge that they were going to present. Pretty obviously the way that they're able to kind of wear on teams as the game goes on. What were some of the adjustments that you guys tried to make tonight, and what did they do to repel some of those back?
Obviously the third quarter, we start with that. We didn't have the energy, the effort, and they put a 30-plus point quarter on us.
You didn't have the energy or effort because you're old and should retire.
Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
And we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big. As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Oh, yeah! Here's Artificial by Lil Spreezy.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
And now for something completely different.
Door is closing.
And now for something completely different.
politicians are tuned in too.
From St. Pete to the globe, yeah, you know the name. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, bring the heat, bring the flame. 6'9" on the frame, and he talk is true. No filter, no script, just the raw red root. Sex, dating, gossip, yeah, he spinning that wheel. Throwback hip-hop bumps when he let it reel. Old school in the mix with a back row twist. Every city tune in when the broadcast hits. He don't bite his tongue, he say what he mean. From the bay to the fields, you know what I mean. Happy hour, happy hour. Say it loud, say it proud. Happy hour, happy hour. We hear it all around. Happy hour, happy hour. Bang out the whole town tune. Happy hour, from St. Pete to the moon. National on the dial and it circles the earth. Same voice, same fire, same certified worth. Broke country grit with a pop radio gleam and a rock backbeat in the middle of the stream. He talks love, he talks lust, he talks what's real. Who broke who, who's next, who's got the deal? And Luna by the window with the soft green eyes. Little cat in the house when the day runs dry. If the world gets loud, he cuts through clear. If you want the truth, it's right here. Happy hour, happy hour. Say it loud,
Oh, yeah.
say it proud.
856 49 Hoppy. That's 856 494 6773. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Always email me. Ryan Hoppy Radio, gmail.com.
To the moon, worldwide, coast to coast.
Usually, so what I do is I have a script of what I do to make these Suno songs, and it usually says, let me read it. Give me a second.
No safe talk, no
If you're listening this long, you can be patient. 2000s rap vibe about the radio show Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppy, a nationally syndicated radio show that talks about sex, dating, celebrity news, and plays throwback hip hop. I usually don't have a country vibe to it, but I wasn't gonna like pause it, but I won't be playing this again. Not into country music. Probably because I'm from a big city of Chicago. I don't really vibe with it. Why am I always a jackass? That's what I do. All right. It is time for Tampa Bay News.
Yeah. Yo, it's Hoppy Hour, we about to go live. Tampa Bay News is the place we arrive. From the beach to the bay and the city's crazy moves. We got stories hotter than the Florida grooves. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. All Hoppy Hour where the real begin. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, bringing the fix. Bringing the fix.
Oh, shit!
Bringing the fix, bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, come on. Happy hot topic.
All right. What do we have right here?
Just into the newsroom. A Northport teacher is in jail this afternoon, accused of inappropriately touching students. Ryan Klum
Looks like you listen to Calton in the morning.
Is facing 3 felonies. He is a teacher at Woodland Middle School, currently on administrative leave with
Loser.
Happy hot topic.
After a month of testimony, a jury just hours ago began deliberations in the trial of 4 men accused of killing Jacksonville rapper Julio, whose real name was Charles Jones.
So they were found guilty. I love how MJ says it.
Shot and killed outside of a Tampa hotel. That one right there in June.
My ex-situationship lived down the block from that because she lived in the hood. She was a Tampa girl. And what I'm saying is I'm over here in the Cubs.
Of 2024.
So there you go. They were found guilty there. What do we got here?
A St. Pete man involved in a crash that took the life of a 17-year-old boy and sent a 40-year-old to the hospital last month faced a judge for the first time today.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
The suspect is accused of leaving the scene of the crash in an Uber with his 8-year-old son. That crash happened on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Seffner. News Channel 8's Victoria Lucas joins us live outside of the Hillsborough County Courthouse. Now, Victoria, I understand you spoke with the teen's mother today?
Ladies, I did, and this is an extremely hard time for the mother. She is about to spend her first Mother's Day without her only child.
All right, that's sad. So there's that. What are we on? Right here. All right, wrong city. That Chicago knows. We'll get to that in a second. I'm starting to get a little tired. Did like literally an hour and a half. Whenever I work with MJ, I always get so motivated to give it my all, but then I'm tired. He is just a beast at that.
Happy hot topic.
All righty. A teen takeover. Here's the audio of the fights in Tampa.
Check it out. A scary scene last night. Breaking this midday. Tampa police say 22 people ages 12 to 21 arrested after a teen takeover at Curtis Hickson Park. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday at midday. I'm Jenny Dean. Of course, officers say a large group gathered last night, causing disruptions, fights, and safety concerns in the park. This video they're just sending us.
So there's the update from yesterday, and here's more information on it.
Happy hot topic.
Nearly 24 people are facing charges after a large gathering in downtown Tampa. It wasn't just that they were gathering, but they were what they were accused of doing that led to the charges they now face. News Channel 8's Victoria Lucas is live at Curtis Hickson Park in downtown Tampa, where police made those arrests. Victoria, what have you learned?
Ty, the whole ordeal was caught on officer body-worn camera video, and authorities say the ages of those arrested are between 12 and 21, and they now face charges for fighting.
Where's the music coming from? Tripping out.
And carrying drugs and guns.
Is it just me or am I hearing music?
On them illegally.
All right, so those kids got in trouble. I don't even know if that music's copyrighted. I gotta be careful. It sucks.
Happy hot topic.
Is the end in sight for alligator Alcatraz?
The governor says the federal government's actually taking a fresh look at things and could.
Yeah, I didn't like earlier. I think it was maybe last year. It was probably I don't know. Time's gone by so fast, I don't know when it was. I think it was last year. But when they weren't letting any liberals in, and there was only conservatives that were allowed in, and then the next day, they're like, everybody can come in. So they were hiding something.
To phase out the controversial program. Evan Axelbank has more.
Well, the governor says that it was always meant to be a temporary facility.
Shut up, dude. You thought it'd be a good idea to have people, hide during a hurricane in good old Tropicana Field. Shut your dumb ass.
And that federal deportation facilities may now be better able to handle the influx of migrants.
The governor said Thursday that 22,000 undocumented people have been deported from Alligator Alcatraz, a facility that is reported.
I think one of my neighbors got deported. I have not seen the 20 amigos that lived in that one-bedroom apartment in a minute.
To cost more than $1 million a day.
All right, so there's that. Time for Chicago news.
Live from the go, y'all.
It's like 71 degrees in the studio. I'm so freaking sweaty. God damn it. Hi.
6. Yeah. 6'9", but he been in these mics. Arlington Heights, now the syndicate type. From the boroughs to the block, that's a hell of a hype. Turn the dial, see his name in the lights. He got callers on the line trying to break they news. From the shy to the sticks, they relate to the views. Every segment like a story from the avenue. Tell him slick, then he fact check the attitude.
What is it?
This that Chicago news.
That's right.
Happy hour, let them choose. From the heights to the loop, what it do?
Stand up, I'm fucking sweaty. God damn it.
This that Chicago news.
I pour my heart out in the show.
Cruise. If you tune in, you're part of the crew. Happy hour, yeah, he talking to you.
All right, here's this.
Happy hot topic.
Well, police
Police made 2 arrests after an Arlington Heights school resource officer's gun was stolen.
What is it, Officer Wiggum? What a moron!
One of the suspects is due in court today. Eric Rung has...
So when is the officer going to be charged? Why do the cops always defend their own? And then wonder why people don't like the cops. Yeah, the kid shouldn't have taken the gun, but where's the accountability?
More.
The Arlington Heights Police Department actually made 2 arrests in this case. The 18-year-old that is expected to be in court at some point today, and a juvenile.
I've been in that car before.
That gun, however...
I don't even want to hear it. Fuck the cops at times.
Another smash and grab burglary caught on camera, this time in Blue Island, where thieves targeted gaming machines inside a seafood restaurant. Take a look at...
I think it might not be worth having these gaming machines in the businesses, because there was that THC cafe that got broken into in this.
Video there. The owner of El Camarón Coqueto says 4 suspects smashed the front windows and went straight for the gaming machine.
So there's that. And then there's this.
An update to a story we've been following. The parents of an 18-year-old dying of cancer have been reunited with their son. The reunion took place today in Mexico. Kevin Gonzalez was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer while in Chicago visiting his brother. His parents, who live in Mexico, attempted to cross the border illegally to be with their son, but were taken into custody. On Thursday, a judge in Arizona ordered the release of Gonzalez's parents, and yesterday they returned to Mexico. Today.
Fresno news time.
Yeah. Microphone king. Yeah. 6'9" tower. Fresno's loudest hour. Mike in his grip, got the world feeling sour. Hoppy on the block, dropping facts like boulders. Cut sharply, the city on his shoulders. News so raw, filtered true spray. Fresno's posting every word that he say. No sugar coat, no bow, no disguise. Hoppy in the booth, Fresno, his it live. Fresno new, he don't hold back. Spit so bold, keep the city on track. Say it how it is, no fear, no doubt. Ryan Hoppy's the name, and he shouted loud. Hot 97, clean 7 waves hitting the air. Hoppy got the height, but his voice takes you there. Talk so tall, every line's a skyscraper. Fresno's gospel, no need for no paper. Big man talk, he a walking headline. Every word a spark, got the city in line. Critics wanna squawk, but they can't outshine. Hoppy hour forever, Fresno's own shrine. Microphone king, 6'9" stature, truth he sling. Fresno's main rapture, catch him on the down. Fresno folks gather from the heart of the city to the fields and the rafters. Fresno news, he don't hold back. Spit so bold, keep the city on track. Say it how it is, no fear, no doubt. Ryan Hoppy's the name, and he shouting loud.
I do shout.
Ryan Hoppy's the name, and he shouting loud.
Happy hot topic. All right. What do we got? All right. Hit.
A federal jury in Sacramento convicted the former Clovis resident and Chinese national at the center of an international case. He was found guilty of fraudulently selling COVID tests and operating an illegal biolab in Fresno County in a story we've followed for more than 3 years. Action News anchor Christina Lopez joins us now in the studio with new details from the still ongoing case. Christina.
A 2-week trial culminated in a guilty verdict for a COVID-related fraud case. At the center, Jia Beiju, a Chinese national who also referred to himself as David.
Yeah, there's a lot of fraud.
David He was convicted of conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
All right, so that moron got caught. Seems like a lot of crime happens over in Fresno. Here's a positive.
Happy hot topic. Big developments were announced for Fresno's future. Mayor Jerry Dyer gave the State of the City address today to announce ongoing and upcoming projects, including a familiar sports team coming back to downtown. Action News reporter Tiffany Olin joins us from the live desk with some of the city's next moves. Tiffany?
Well, Margot, the mayor was quite busy today addressing what's next in the city. Among many big moves, including affordable housing and parking structures, the Fresno Falcons are making their return to Cylinder.
Hell yeah!
The city of Fresno is continuing to be revamped. Downtown will soon be home to the Fresno Falcons once again.
And let's sell out Sellon Arena.
Come October, for the first time in 17 years, the blue and gold will hit the ice.
There will be the odd fisticuff, but there's going to be goals. There's going to be excitement. These are talented hockey players.
Along with hockey.
All right, so that's good news for Fresno. Finally, something positive. What's going on right here?
Unfortunately, a lot of people can tell a similar story right now. They plan a vacation, book their flights, and then they find out that the plane they're waiting for is not coming to pick them up. And for the school teacher I spoke to today, she didn't even get notified.
Man, these flight companies are douchebags.
Travel is ramping up. But a trip to Europe nearly came to a screeching halt for Cindy Flores this week.
I've been planning it for months now.
She's a hottie.
Tours, trips, Airbnbs, hotels.
She booked her flight to
Yeah, she wants to get the hell out of Fresno.
Paris before the jet fuel prices skyrocketed.
When I saw the oil prices were going up, gas prices, I even thought, woo, I'm glad I got my ticket.
She thought she had escaped the flight mayhem until she was scrolling on Facebook and saw that her airline, Norse Atlantic, was canceling flights out of LAX.
All right, that sucks. There's that. What do we got here?
More chicken to the South Valley. Dozens of people waited in long lines to eat at the grand opening of a brand new Chick-fil-A in Tulare yesterday. Doors.
All right, so a new Chick-fil-A opened up, and then there's this.
A group of Fresno residents woke up to a rowdy scene after seeing a baby bear running around.
Oh, yeah! To me, a baby bear is the least of the problems in Fresno.
Around this morning, the small animal was spotted in 2 different blocks of a residential area not far from a popular waterway.
All right, so there's that. Now, it's time to end the show like we always do, because it's the last place with Cleveland News.
Static crackle, mic pops, the hour is hoppy. Cleveland skyline foggy, steel mills choppy. City on the Cuyahoga, hearts heavy, never sloppy. Radio waves carry tales, but they ain't glossy. Concrete jungle, potholes where dreams collapse. Downtown echoes the cabs and faded cabs past the preaching hustle. Corner kids trading maps where the vibes Midwest, but the struggle overlaps. Cleveland news, where the truth gets raw. Rust Belt blues, every crack, every flaw. Unfiltered takes, no sugar, no draw. Hoppy on the mic, spitting facts, no law. Back alleys whisper, still grit in the air. Hoppy pulling cars, city truths laid bare. Bars sharper than the skyline, no time to spare. Opinions heavy as the lake, but he don't care. Radio days, static hum in the booth. Voice booming through the speakers, hitting with the truth. Tower City shadows, echoing the youth. Uncut, unpolished, Cleveland's the proof. Hoppy blends, no rose tint, just grind. Every segment a slice of Cleveland's mind. From the flats to the heights, stories combined. Unfiltered, unbothered, unrefined.
Mental health caregivers are breathing a bit easier tonight after a threat of collecting big money.
Oh, yeah! Mental health is very important, by the way.
From them has been dropped. Insurance organization CareSource says it will not now ask for 15% of claims to be paid to some caregivers.
All right, so there's that. And there's this right here.
Well, we're going to end the show on a bright spot literally tonight, as Northeast Ohio was shining last night at the Met Gala.
Hell yeah! God, I hate the Met Gala. I know it's good for the arts or whatever. Oh my God, is it douchey?
Cool Fashion's biggest night was a dream come true for a Cleveland woman.
Yeah.
She looks like she's from Cleveland.
I cannot believe that this is like really happening.
I talked with Megan Paccioni late last night from New York City after her highly customized couture jewelry designs made their Met Gala debut. She told me she recently made friends with the stylist for model and activist Lauren Wasser, who then turned to Paccioni last month asking her to drape Wasser in diamonds to complete her solid gold look. The star of the show was a 12-carat...
All right, I'm getting bored. Good for her, though. I'm glad there's success. You always want to get out of Cleveland.
Welcome back to 3 News at 4. Jay Crawford, Christy Paul here, and first at 4:30. This is a hard one. A Geauga County man is facing a first-degree felony accused of raping a child.
Loser!
In Parma Heights.
I don't even want to hear about that. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
How you supposed to cook your day-to-day meals for your children if you don't have no hot water? How are you supposed to bathe your child and expect for your kids not to get sick?
A mother begging for answers. She says her apartment building has been without gas for months. Hoping for action, she called the 19 troubleshooters. Colton Maliski has the story.
Imagine not being able to cook or take a hot shower. That's the reality for many of the folks living in this complex. This is all that happens when you try to turn on the stove at Neil Terrace Apartments off Detroit Avenue. And no matter how long you run this water, it isn't going to heat up.
We stay in Cleveland. It's 5 seasons in 1 month.
Destiny Fairs showed me this letter tenants received in December. It says the bill for utilities will now go to the apartment complex, not each tenant. The change started on February 1st. The exasperated mother of 2 says about a week later, the gas stopped working.
That sucks. Poor Cleveland. It means well. What's going on here?
Cell phone video shot by a Parma City Schools District parent in March 2024.
Her behavior is deplorable.
Now coming to
You sound like every annoying hag in Cleveland.
light.
Hey, how about you shut up? How about that? Thank you. Oh, you what? You want to go?
Yeah, bitch!
Anyone else? That's what I thought.
The voice you hear is Greenbrier Middle School principal Jill Schisler.
What the frick? I went to a Greenbrier in Illinois. How do I said frick? Fuck!
The parent who pressed record tells me they shared it with a former Board of Education member 2 weeks after it was taken. The video, this parent says, was then sent to previous superintendent Charles Smielek. According to a human resource notification to Schisler, an investigative hearing was scheduled for April 2024, hours after that. And Schisler was told to be mindful of placing her face in close proximity to an upset student, and that she is, quote, always on stage, and the brightest light will always shine on the principal.
There's nothing worse than having a bad principal. I had this principal named Mr. Jason. He at Thomas Middle School. He was a douchebag.
To be clear, the situation did not result in charges or legal action.
Of course not. They're going to protect their own. What a loser.
And now to a recall alert for Giant Eagle shoppers this morning. The grocer is now pulling its store brand garlic and herb pita chips from the shelf. You can see them there on your screen. Now, this is part of a nationwide dairy recall. California Dairies issued the initial recall back on April 20th for some of its milk products due to a salmonella risk. That recall has now expanded and includes...
Whatever. Man, this road's fucked up.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. Flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression.
They used the R word here.
We think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
The masses, sports, you know, to keep people from looking at their own lives and realizing how bad they've actually got, you know? I mean, if you couldn't get drunk and paint yourself orange and brown every Sunday, you might realize, I live in Cleveland. How the hell did this happen? You know, did I used to eat babies in a former life, you know? And then you look around your tiny little house that you can't afford because of the mortgage crisis and your horrible little sloppy kids who will have diabetes by the time they're 8 because they live on corn syrup and lies. And then you look at your big bloated mess of a wife as she waddles towards you with her front butt going out over the top of her acid wash jeans. And you think, I'm going to go shoot myself, my pregnant 12-year-old daughter, right?
Do you regret anything that you said about Cleveland?
like a dairy cow.
HoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big. As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah, I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a
disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull the jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down and kiss the ring. With a clue about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit pro gyms and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who won't get nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like next shot to let you know that I'm serious. When the blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested. Easy tested. My dogs ain't barking, them chickens ain't clucking, them pigs ain't searching, and them birds ain't chirping.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners, when you stacking money, against turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. Same old same groove, man, so shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke car machine, get you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit you with shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch the blue lights with the blue films, slice it, make them look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, it's real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a beat. That's nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the Grammy.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at GetCheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. GetCheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at Shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, Hammerin Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate's degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
We got the remix. We got the flow. We got the getting down on the floor. Got a new sound, making all the get down. Made a big man, make it change swing. Them center players gon' do the damn thing. Coming in the club, taking over streets, taking over man with the broke out beats. Got them on top, got them on lock. Everywhere we go, guaranteed to blow the spot. Let you see them haters trying to say them gators. Oh, it's gon' blaze you, nothing is gonna save you. Best on the streets, best on them beats. If you wanna bounce, best report to me. My city shot town, where I pull it down. Ain't no limit, dropping beats by the pound. Falls out a lot, cause you know I call it shots. Stacking paper like them baking sodas in the pot. We got the remix, we got the flow. We got them getting down on the floor. Whatever it is, hey, you. Hey, shout it, let me see you get loose. candles out. Blow the candles out. Sagittarius birthday November 27th. But like that until I end up in money heaven. They be thinking they be claiming it's fortunate with the bullshit they handing out. So the twist to make a wishing. Blow the candles out. Pull a all white phantom out. I'ma get 'em with the pants and the shirt and the shoes and the hat with the shades and the chain and the watch is the reason I'm standing now. That's where ice and spin that cake while I lick the icing off the cake. It's twist the B-Day, y'all. Come on, everybody, with the twist of the B-Day.
Fortify.com. Fortifeye.com for the best pre and post workout around. Comes in the form of coconut caramel and fruit punch. However the hell you want to get pumped up before the gym, go to Fortify.com and use promo code RYAN20. Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North in Edmonton, St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. I'll go. Out there. WatchChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. Business cards, posters, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up. I'll go. Out there. Finally, are you mentally all like me? If you live in Florida or Maryland, go to counselingoncall.net and there you can sign on. Hi, we're going to come back. hour. Keep this party going.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right. It's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and nonverbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Playing cool breaks, Hoppe's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. EHX to FM, shout out to the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. EHX to FM, shout out to the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Tuned in every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The boy lives in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker silence, I'm coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe jokes and jabs, he's our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll catch you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe hour is now over. Hoppe hour is now over. Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America. Door is closing.